Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm FLACA, and in today's video you're gonna be watching a portrait acrylic painting tutorial, and I hope you enjoy it. So yeah, sit back, relax and enjoy this 22 minutes long video. So that was the picture of my cousin. I don't know if you could see it. That's the picture I'm gonna start drawing. I'm gonna start sketching over here. As you see, I'm taking the pencil loosely, so I'm holding it from the end, so this allows me to create a smooth and nice lines, so I can sketch her face. Like I've been saying in all my videos, the first thing you have to do is you have to compose your image, what you want to paint or draw. You have to select the space on the medium that you're working on. In this case, I'm working on this white card, which I used it as a way of like my own homemade canvas, if it makes sense. Okay, so what you're seeing here right now, I'm taking measurements. Right now, like I've been using the phone a lot of times, like many times, to paint and to draw. So what I do is I take my phone and then I just zoom in or zoom out to see the picture, and I take measurements. If you've seen my videos, you will see that I always take measurements, and I say you have to make sure you have the right proportions. So I would recommend you to either have a pencil with you, which you will have one because you have to draw and all of that, but otherwise you can use a compass, this thing that you make cycles with. And I don't know if you saw it, you might see it like once the video goes on, but I was using it sometimes. I used to use it a lot because there was this this tool that when I used to go to art school in Spain, my teacher had, and he always he lent that to me. So yeah, and here as well, the pencil works really well for you to see the level of your lines in your drawings. Like you can measure the differences between one eye to the other eye. You see the line that goes through it, so you follow the face direction. So here I'm drawing. I'm gonna speed up a little bit because I don't want it to be really long. So excuse me, and I'll see you. I'll speak to you in some time right now. So yeah, I found the bottom, and here I'm drawing. That's not the natural speed, and I'm gonna say that this painting took me 3 hours, exactly 3 hours, like 2 hours and 55 minutes. And yeah, as you saw that's a compass. That's what I was saying. You can take measurements, you can compare, like normally, and this is like a basic rule, the distance between one eye to the other eye is normally one eye, but it depends on how the model, the person is posing. If the person is looking face to face to the camera, like in front, the front face, then the measurements are gonna follow the rule where one eye is the differences between the two eyes. But if the person is sort of like turning on one side on the profile and all of that, the measurements can change. That's why I always recommend you to use something to compare your measurements with. And yeah, and here I'm drawing. and seeing the lines. So what else? Let me see if I can speed up a little bit more. So I'm finishing with my composition over here, and you just have to remember that that's the first step. You don't have to make as much details, just make sure you get the shapes right and the position of the eyes, the mouth, or any other elements in your drawing. They have to be in the right place. You don't have to make it as much detail as you want it to be, because you have to remember you're gonna be using acrylics or oil painting or other medium that's not pencil, and with that medium is when you have to do all the details. Okay, so when I finish my composition, then I start putting the color background, which is really important, because if you do first the painting and then later the background, it's gonna look ugly. Trust me, I've been doing that, and yeah, that's a big mistake, because you're painting the face, so you're layering up, like doing layer over layer over layer, and then when you want to paint the background, it just doesn't look right. Like the audience can see clearly you've painted the background later and that you didn't care about the background. There are some people that they do care about the background, they make a lot of things. I'm not that type of person. Like, I personally I'm very lazy when it comes to background, but I've been studying this artist called Klimt, and he uses some decorative background, which I really like. But in this painting I decided to use a style similar to Icon Shell. I don't know if that's the pronunciation, but I studied him, and he used to paint the person. Now he used to like deform, basically. I'm not deforming my cousin here, but he used to paint the person's face, or from the head to shoulders, and background, like a normal background could be the color of the t-shirt. So if the background was white and the t-shirt was white, like what I'm doing there, you'll see the result, how it's gonna look like. But basically been inspired by Klimt somehow to do the pattern. Okay, so let's carry on with the tutorial. So starting with the face, I gotta say I've been using oil pastels lately to paint portraits, and that happened like today. I painted this, yeah, and as I was painting I realized, like, I started applying a lot of, like, some shades all over the face. But I used to do that a lot in the past, but then once I kept going, I focused in one area, and I think that's because I've been using oil pastels. So using oil pastels, I can't really go from one area to another area. I have to like carry on an order, which is good because I've been trying to do that a lot of times, like building up my image with an order rather than going from here to there, because when you use acrylics, the paint dries really quickly. That's the difference between acrylics and oil painting. And if you create one shade here and then you apply it to the other side, but then you have to keep adding shades everywhere, and if you don't follow like an order, your shades just stay dried and it's more difficult for you to blend. Although I also have to say that someone is calling me, so excuse me. So carrying on painting the eye, you want to make sure you have the shades and the highlights right to create the exact look that your image has, because the eyes are the main thing of the painting. If you make them wrong, your painting looks wrong, like totally wrong. So in this painting I did spend a lot of time doing the eyes, and yeah, but if you overdo it, then you're gonna destroy the image. Well, I saw that when I was doing the eye, because the picture has a filter on, so the eyes are different. They looked kinda blue, so the eyes on my image, I made them sort of blue. Also, when you're creating the shades, try not to use exactly pure black unless that's your intent, because it's gonna look artificial. Whereas if you're using like the skin tone, just a tiny bit, and you mix it with the black, you will get a much more harmonious composition because everything correlates sort of. So one adversity or one limitation that I encountered was that she was wearing glasses. In the image she's wearing glasses, and that it stops you from creating the correct tones in the face. You have to be very, very careful. I can't say I've done it exactly right, but I've tried my best. And yes, I gotta say this is my first painting someone with glasses, and I did draw my mom. She's wearing glasses in the portrait drawing, and that was easy because I had more passion. But in this one, I just wanted to get this done. But I think it seems alright. But obviously, I wanna improve with painting or drawing people with glasses, because you have to create the curves of the face as well as positioning the glasses right. Moving on onto the other eye, I am positioning the eyebrow. When I did that, I realized I think the eyebrow was a bit too high, or the glasses a bit too down. I lost the lines, I lost the control of my lines. That's why I'm trying to see if it's okay. I did fix it. What's good about painting is that you can fix anything, you just have to wait for it to dry. So as I was painting this image, I was really impressed. Like I said, I saw that my technique has changed, and as you can see, my brush marks are a bit rough, they're really sharp. Yes, that's the word, sharp. I create a brush stroke, a brush mark or brush stroke, I think it's called, and you can see it. I think I like that technique when you don't blend everything together. I can achieve that effect, but that takes long. You have to apply all the tones, and I want to move on from doing things exactly realistically. I want to create my own style. So in this painting, I chose a gold color, a gold background. It doesn't look that shiny in here. It looks a bit more yellow, browny yellow, sort of like that. And I like using yellow skin tones, oranges as well. And looking at this painting, looking at the video right now, I love the nose. The tones in the nose are amazing, and I didn't pay that much attention to the nose. I was looking at the image, I was trying to create the same tones, but using my like my color tones. And yeah, here I'm zooming in, and then I moved on to the mouth. So which is good because I've been building the image like I said before. And for the mouth, okay, this is a really important tip. If you want to create an impressive font like the face and the mouth, you have to put two shadows. One is beneath the bottom lip, like it's an arc. You have to apply that, and then you have to apply the highlight after that. You have to apply the also, I don't know how is it called, you know, the curve that we have above our upper lip, that one. Let me do a screenshot and I'll show you. So this is the screenshot. As you see, the shadow in the bottom lip is important, and the highlights in the upper lip as well. And I think it's called the love arc, I'm not sure. The highlights that are in the upper lip, that one is important as well. So just try to look at the image and try to get, first things first, all the shadows on the area that you're working on. Okay, so the screenshot that you saw about the face, about the mouth, like the lip, was about the finished image. So right now I'm applying the shadows that the hair creates with the face. I can admit I didn't do as much detail in the face as I did in the mouth or in the eyes, also in the nose as well. But it's alright because you know, a painting can always be improved. You just have to know when to stop and carry on working on more projects. So I'm here again. Alright, what I wanna say is that now I'm gonna be working on the hair, and as you're gonna see, I didn't use like fine brush marks on the hair. I just used I took a big brush and just trying to create the flow of the hair. I did a bit of grey hair because I don't know, I just wanted to follow the image, but at the same time I wanted to create something, you know, cool. Okay, so moving on from the image, I just want to say thank you for watching this video. This is not the end yet, like maybe 2 more minutes, but what I want to say is that I want to challenge myself, so I decided to get better and better at the portraits. And like I said, I want to find my own style. I'm working on other styles, so I have this crazy idea of doing portraits. Like I want to build my business about that. And yeah, I'm so ready to start creating more portraits. The next project I want to start working on is I'm gonna paint my sister and my brother-in-law in a canvas, and for that one I'm expecting it to be longer than 3 hours because it's 2 portraits. Although I gotta say I'm working on my final piece for my year 13 mock exam. It's going good. Like that's the first time I've painted, or I'm painting 3 portraits in one canvas, and it's not a simple small canvas, it is a really big canvas. Well, that's everything for today. Like that's how my image is looking right now. I forgot to say, okay, that's the finished image, and like I said before at the right beginning, I was sort of inspired by Icon Shell, so he just painted the face and sometimes he forgot about the body, so that's what I did here. And yeah, I really like it. It doesn't look exactly like my cousin because in the image she was it had an effect, but I like it. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I'm pleased I'm back again I'm gonna try to upload one video weekly. And yeah, thank you so much. Leave any comments down below if you have any idea, or even if you want me to paint you, because like I said, I want to start working on portraits, so I might do some free portraits. And if you're interested, just comment down below, or you can also reach out to me in Instagram at FLACA Arts, Twitter FLACA Arts, Facebook I have my page, it's the same name, and then I have my own personal account if you're interested about being a high performance person, kind of like. I love doing that, so I constantly posting motivation quotes and any other thing I do on my daily basis, like going gym and etc. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video, this little bit long tutorial, but it was 3 hours in reality, and I had to manage to shrink it to 21 minutes. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend or week. It doesn't matter when you're listening to this, and thank you so much.